What's going on, folks? And we should be live. So yeah, tonight's stream, guys, we are in Unreal Engine 5 right now. This is all live. There's a software package called Open World Live that you can integrate with Unreal Engine. And you can see I modeled up this room so far. This is going to be like my new stream room. It's kind of a work in progress thing here. But yeah, you can do some pretty cool stuff. I have this cool hologram thing over here I'm working on. I need to make like a base plate for it. And we have my chat here. I need to make like windows for all these things so they look more realistic. And this is my PlayStation 5 gameplay live here in the background. So I thought of a way to do some pretty cool stuff. But this is not what we're doing tonight. We're not playing PlayStation 5. I'll just show this off real quick to see. I'm curious how this is going to look. It's loading. But we're going to be creating this world tonight. We're going to be making a landscape. It's going to be like a sci-fi type landscape. But you can see this game works perfectly. And what I love about this is you get all the real-time reflections on the environment. It's so sweet. So yeah, we're going to be able to do some pretty cool stuff with this. But let's get off of this view and let's get into some landscape creation mode. I do have some reference footage here. This is my regular camera view here. We're going to be using that. I still got a lot to learn, but I've done a 4-hour Unreal course on how to make pretty much the basics stuff, so I kind of very familiar with the program at this point, at least with whatever 4 hours can give you. But the tutorial I watched was coming from Blender, so if you already knew Blender, it taught you how to transfer over. We got some random objects around here. I'm going to delete these. We have our reference character there. We're going to need him in a little bit, but we'll just put him over here for now. Okay, so first things first, let's build a landscape and start making it. Actually, let's look at a reference photo because I'm going for like a planet, green, lush planet, sci-fi kind of vibe. So let me see. I think I have my reference images here. Flick through these. So yeah, just kind of rocky mountains, green fields, some trees scattered about. I like this planet here with the floating islands. I'm probably not going to do that, but I do want to learn how to do like waterfalls. I watched a tutorial today on how to do streams and oceans. So maybe we'll do an ocean at the end of the show, but right now I just want to focus on what's going to be surrounding the building. That's another pretty cool one, but this is kind of the vibe I'm going for here. Green, luscious environment. I think I used this one for the thumbnail here. Okay, so now that we know sort of a reference, I'm going to leave this off to the side. Let's do something. I kind of want to bring all these objects up because the default spawn point for the landscape's right here. We gotta make a landscape though. Or did I hide my landscape? Okay, I hid it. All right, so we already have a landscape. I want to take all of these objects though and move it up. Where's my mannequin? Mannequin. Yeah, let's take him here. And we can just drop him on the plane here. We can hit end. Drop him right down there. This is just good for reference. This is like the average height of a human. I don't know if it's 5'10", 5'8". Okay, let me make my views a little bit better. Now, this is the first time, too, guys, that I've done an Unreal Engine live stream, so not quite sure if my camera placement stuff's good. Don't have any background music. I'm just decided to go old school. All right, so yeah, I want to try to organize this stuff better. So I already have my house scene here. It has all those objects, but I also got to get some of these inside lights into there. And I need my off-world live stuff. So these are all my little camera things here. It's all working in real time. There might be an audio delay on that camera. I'm not sure. But I can figure that stuff out in post. I can add delays and stuff if I need to. Okay, so yeah, let's take all this off-world live stuff, put it in the house scene. Now what I should be able to do is here, select all objects in here, I think. Select all. And I'm just going to move this up. Because essentially what I want is I want this house to be on top of a mountain. It's kind of my vibe I'm going for. Quite high too. So we're going to go up, up, up. Maybe something like that. And as you'll see right now, I don't even think it has a floor or anything. But I'm not too really worried about finishing this interior and exterior tonight. I'm more focused on the landscape. So we can kind of just leave this up here for a reference. Maybe we'll put like a block in here for reference. I'll do that. So for block out, we will add a cube here. There's my cube. We're going to scale this up. So it's the general size here. Not sure how my computer is going to like doing OBS and Unreal Engine at the same time. I actually got to keep an eye on my CPU, make sure it's not overheating. Okay, it's at 70-ish degrees, so I think we're pretty good. Celsius. All right, so what I'll do then is I'll put this in my blockout section, and then I'm going to hide my house scene. Okay. Okay, so let's move our mannequin out of the way so he doesn't get destroyed. Let's go into landscape mode. Actually, we gotta add a material to our landscape, I think, still. So under materials, I have my landscape material here. We're gonna add that. See if that does anything. It's all black. I think that might be good. All right, let's go into landscape mode and see what happens. Paint. All right, we just got to add some layers here. So I have like 6 different textures I can paint with to kind of make the landscape. So we're just going to add a layer for each of these. Create them. All right, I got to put ones after all these or something. So that just filled the world with the grass. That's fine. I do want a layer for each of these, so that's what I'm doing. And I'll show you quickly how you can just paint some stuff on. It's pretty cool. It's like the super advanced version of MS Paint. All right, one thing to do is to zoom in on your mannequin and make sure the tiling is decent for the texture. I think I've already done this previously, so I think it's pretty good. Why can't I paint? What's going on? All right, so let's make some rocky terrain here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Then we have some gravel we can use. This needs to be adjusted, I think. It looks very tiley. So we'll adjust our gravel. We'll go into our instance of our landscape. And we got a bunch of settings we can mess with here. And we want to look for the gravel tile setting. Right now it's set at 0.65. I think we want to bring that down to like 0.3 maybe. See, then it gets a little big. So maybe that's why I had it so high. Let's try like 0.5. 0.4. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. So we'll leave this here for now. Let's go back to landscape view. Here we got some moss we can use. I'll make this cursor a little smaller. We got some little moss we can paint on here. Similar to the grass, but not quite. We got some rock cliffs we can use if we're making like the mountains. These will help detail the rock cliffs. And the last one, which is interesting, is this rusted metal sheet texture. This all came from a pack, an Unreal Engine 5 pack online. I think it was Sci-Fi environments, something like that. You can see it's quite shiny from the sun. I don't know why we're getting this effect here. That might be a problem. I really don't know why it's doing that. Like, everything outside of these bounds are not being affected. So I wonder if I just start a new landscape from scratch. I don't know why it's doing that. Not too sure. It's just that one square that does that. You can see the reflection on it. Very strange. Is that something to do with post-process volume maybe? Let's check that out. So post-process volume, I bet that's what it is. Maybe it's not. There's a setting in here where you can make this infinite. And it's already on, so I don't know why our textures look bad. Let's see what happens if we paint on the edge of this. Curious. Yeah, it's so weird why it's doing that. Well, hopefully there's a fix for it, because I don't know why it's doing that. I'm just going to make a whole new landscape and start from scratch and see if that fixes it. So we're going to increase our brush size to something outrageous. Zoom up. We will select our landscape and we'll delete it. We'll actually just delete the whole landscape item itself, I think. And we're just going to add a new one. We can do this from the landscape mode. Enable edit layers. I think we need that for the water. We'll put that on. Material we can put on our landscape there. Sections per component. We'll increase this to 2 by 2. I don't see any other settings that would be screwing things up. Let's see if this fixed it. Let's create it. Now, of course, I'm going to have to redo all my layers here, unless I can just select a previous one. Let's just try adding in the grass and see if that... we'll just call this 2. All right, did that fix our problem? I think it fixed it. I don't see that weird square anymore. Okay, I think we're good. All right, I'll make new layers for all these. Unfortunately, we'll do that again, just to be safe. And then I want to get to creating. First thing, we're going to like sculpt up a mountain underneath that house. And then I want to see where my window is in there, and I want to see what kind of view we're going to get. And I'm going to focus on, I think, the area the most where we're going to see the view outside the window. Okay. Now, let's go into sculpt mode. And let's increase our brush size. Something like this. I kind of want to get all this stuff out of here because this is going to be hidden. So let me select this stuff. Select all descendants. Oh, I gotta be in select mode, I think. And let's just move this crap out of here. Post-process volumes I probably want to leave towards the center, so we'll bring these back over. And I want to make this so it's under the bottom. I want to make these a little bit taller too, I think, a little bit bigger. So we'll go into each of these and we'll change the scale. We'll double these. We'll do 20,000 by 20,000. I'll have to reposition them. I'll just move them together. Oh, I should put my headphones on. Testing, testing. Okay, good. I can hear myself now. All right, let's get like a top view here. We're just going to kind of... This virtual texture stuff is a little advanced, but what it'll do is it'll help me blend objects with the environment. We'll get into that at some point during the stream. Okay. All right, let's go back to sculpt mode. I'm going to make this like more immersive here. Actually, I don't want that. I want... Okay, I want... F10. I guess we can just do this. Okay. So I'm going to start from the top-down view. Something like this, so I can just start the mountain. Now we know where to work from here. I think I should just make it bigger. Make the brush bigger. Yeah, something like that. I'm going to have some kind of steps or something leading up here. Alright, so what I want to do though, I want to get this level of the floor pretty good here. So I'm going to decrease the strength down to like 0.05. We're just going to try to bring this up a little bit. Just try to get it closer to the floor of the house. 2 more clicks. Doesn't gotta be perfect, but alright, we'll do 1 more click. Boom. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay, so what do we want to see? If we come into the house, we're going to be facing this way a lot of the time, with a nice view over here of some mountains or something. So I don't know if I want to use actual objects for this, but we can kind of maybe block it out with some landscape here. Change this to 0.2. Just sort of build up like a sunset kind of scene. And what I love about this is it's all real time. So as you can see, I can literally just change the direction of the sun in real time. So powerful. Absolutely love this. Alright, so maybe we'll go for like a sunset over here. Where's my sun? The tool can be a little finicky sometimes. I don't like how it's making my display thing go away. Am I in game view? Right, there's the sun. We want it to go down. Can I actually see the sun? I don't think you can actually see it. Oh, it's over there though. So yeah, let's move it so that it's over here. Yeah, this is going to be pretty cool, I think. Okay. And then in the distance, we can get some big mountains here to block off that horizon so it doesn't look like it's just a flat edge. I don't really know what I'm doing. Just kind of messing around here. But I think that worked. What I'm trying to do. Okay. So we can see some stuff over here. So we'll do a similar thing on these edges. Give it some detail. And maybe we'll just kind of do that everywhere. Just kind of bump these edges up. I think eventually I might do like an island type of setting. But for now, this is what it's going to be. It's just a cheap way to hide your horizon. Okay, It gets fun. I like when you start placing like plants and stuff like that. All right, so we got a view here, got a view there, view here. And if we come outside, everything looks somewhat realistic. Now, if we were to come up here, obviously, wouldn't be so realistic. That's okay. We're not going to go up there. Most of our time's going to be spent down here, chilling in this live stream studio. Okay, what's next? We should start taking a look at some assets, I think. So I want a way to get up here, for sure. I don't have a door on this yet. I'm thinking the door is going to be here, though. So yeah, we'll probably have some kind of entrance area here, so we want a way to get up the mountain here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this down like 0.15 strength, make the brush much smaller, and we're just going to kind of build up this mountain so it has some kind of trail to get up here. Now there's a ramp tool you can use for this, but I think I'm just going to free ball it here. We could try the ramp tool, maybe. I'm going to need some more strength on this. There we go. Sort of build this mountain up a little bit more on the sides. This is going to be covered with all kinds of grass and greenery and stuff. You're not going to see any of this. And we can use a smooth brush on this maybe after to kind of smooth things out. What I'll do here is I'll use a flatten tool to kind of make some spots where it's flat. Maybe here, maybe up here. We can make some little bridges and stuff to connect in between here. I think I want to make this a little bit more shallow too, so we can remove some material here. And we'll smooth all this out later. Yeah, we gotta find some steps or something. Alright, let's try a ramp tool here. Maybe we'll use a ramp here. So you go to your ramp tool, select 1, select 2, and what do? Add ramp. Boom. Now we can just blend this manually with some sculpting. Maybe we'll just smooth it. That seemed to work. Now the lighting mode I'm in right now is lit. We could probably go unlit. Oh, that's even rougher. Wireframe. Detail lighting. Oh, that actually helps. Detail lighting's pretty good, I think, for catching shapes. Alright, cool. Let's go back to the lit view. Alright, so this is the general idea. So I'm thinking like the start of the show, there's going to be some kind of maybe billboard or screen out to the side here. There's going to be like a countdown timer, show going live in 60 seconds, whatever it is. And then the camera's going to, or person is going to walk up the ramp, open the door, go into the studio, and boom. We are live on the Virtual Steve Show. And then we play some games. I want to play a lot. I got a lot of PlayStation 5 games I want to play. And this format's perfect for it because I can just use my computer to render the Unreal Engine portion, because this obviously takes up some kind of compute. I wouldn't want to do this and play a game on the same computer unless it was like maybe like an old school game. But all my computing is done on the PlayStation. So frees up my frees up everything. All right, I just got to check something real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. Boom. Boom. Okay, sweet. Oh yeah, what's going on, guys? Sorry, I just seen you in chat here. We got the Bacon Bros, and we got OP1. It looks like my chat's not working. That's interesting. I gotta get my YouTube chat up. I have a new format that I'm using now. Sorry for those folks that were in chat. I did not see you there. I think OBS has a built-in chat feature. Docs, chat. Okay, there it is. There you go. There's the chat. So yeah, that chat window that is on the screen there actually won't work. I got to figure out a new method. I want to start streaming to YouTube only. I think. Okay. So I got to keep checking the chat because I don't know how to get notifications or anything right now. All right. Let's get some assets in here. I want to see what we got to work with. We're going to start making this place pop a little bit. Everything looks a little too smooth though. So what I think I'm going to do is try to make this look more cliff-like. So I can flatten this, go around the edges a little bit. So it's more of an abrupt drop off there. Flatten this out. I want that brush strength up pretty high, because it's leaving behind some inconsistencies there. Okay. I think eventually too I'm gonna have like a little spaceport here. Yo, no, what's up? Welcome back to the Virtual Steve show. We're just doing some Unreal 5 creation. This technically could be a game, but it's not going to be a game. I do want to get it set up at some point, though, to be able to jump into this in VR. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's pretty easy to do. I've done a little bit of Unreal creation in the past with some little mini projects I was working on, just kind of learning VR. When I first got into Unreal, the only reason I wanted to learn it was to be able to make a VR game or something like that, but I'm actually going to add a ramp here. I like the ramps. Add a ramp, smooth it out. Yeah, I gotta get chat notifications. I could probably set that up now. I think there's this program called, I'll just type in YouTube text-to-speech system. What's the name of that program? It's called Speech Chat or something like that. Speech Chat. I think this is it. YouTube, okay, sure, connect. Here, allow. Okay, I think I can hear you guys now. Click to unmute. I could probably throw a test in here. Can I chat in here? Let's see. Test. Maybe it doesn't work. Anyways, it says I'm offline. That's weird. YouTube followers, blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm not worried about this now. We'll figure this out another time. I just got to keep an eye on my chat over there. That's all. It's kind of the whole point of live streaming. Sometimes I forget, like I just live stream for myself, but people do watch, and probably should try to interact. Okay, I'm going to do a ramp here too. I like the ramp. So I'm going to flatten this top out up here a little bit more. Give myself a little bit more room to work. I'm going to do a ramp from here to here. Boom. Smooth out the sides. That's pretty smooth. Bring the strength of that down. Okay. Yeah, let's start looking at some of our assets. We'll figure the rest of this stuff out later. We already got our base idea for this though going. Okay, so let's look at some assets. What do we got? Content browser. So this is the Sci-Fi land pack that I downloaded for free on Unreal 5 Marketplace. It had some cool thumbnail pictures with some cool looking stuff in it. Let's look at their plants first. Maybe we'll do some foliage. And real quick too, what we can do just to kind of bring this to life a little bit, we can paint some textures here, like so for this path we would probably want maybe the path to be like a rocky material. So let me decrease my brush size. You know, there's gonna be a path here, it's gonna be rocky. I gotta up the strength on that. Boom. And the secret to this is I'm going to add so much details, like you literally add meshes and objects underneath the road to add bumps and stuff to it. Actually, this would be a good time to check if our virtual textures are working. Okay. So you can do some stuff like this. Ooh. And even just doing this is already improving upon what we had, and then this would have some kind of maybe fall off area here. You kind of enter the, and I could go back over with some cut grass and kind of just decrease the size, decrease the strength, and kind of just pepper this in a little bit more so it blends maybe a little bit better. But that's the general idea. Okay. All right, let's take a look at some foliage. Maybe we'll look at that first. So we'll go over to Foliage, Foliage Editor. Here we go. Looks like I already had some loaded up. I'm going to delete all this, though. I don't know what I was doing. I was probably just testing some stuff. So in Sci-Fi land, we have a section called 3D Plants. We're just going to filter based on static meshes. And we're going to try to... Do they have any trees in here? There's really no trees in here, though. That's too bad. There's grass. I'm gonna filter on grass. You know what I hate? Children. Hey, what's up, Eric Holman? Welcome to the Virtual Steve Show. So these are just like different variations of the same thing, maybe? Let's see if these are any different. I'm going to place one here. Place one here. We'll zoom in on them. Yeah, they're about the same. I'm curious if there's any wind settings on these. Let's take a look. Why do you hate children so much, Eric Holman? Children could be great, you know? So what do I want to do? I want to go to the material and see if there's any wind settings here. I don't think I see any wind stuff here. Thankfully, I've learned... Oh, it's this one here. I got to rename this. So yeah, we can increase the wind intensity, wind speed. Let's increase this to 1 and 1. And we should get some movement here. I mean, I need to up this to 1. All right, that's too much. We'll go 0.1. 0.025. And you get some subtle wind effect on the grass, which when you're up close really brings it to life. I'm going to rename this setting here, though. It's just called parameter. I wonder if I could jump to this. Whoa, what did I just do? Why does everything look different now? Huh? Okay, I gotta go to the master material. Oh, my game's like crashing. Let me check my CPU. Let's see what's going on here. Is my computer about to burst into flames? It is getting warm. Alright, we're good. I don't know what that was. Alright, we'll pop over to the master material. And we're just going to rename this one parameter so we know what it means. This is going to be called wind settings on/off. Okay, it's apply. Okay, so next time that I open up this material instance here, I will clearly see a setting called wind settings. So I know how to turn those on or off. And I think we want to set some default settings here. This way every mesh will have that on by default. Does this one have it on? I think it does. Actually, it should, right? Yes. Let's increase this just to test. We'll put this up to 3. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, it definitely doesn't. Okay. All right, so we'll put some starting parameters in there too. This way we won't have to worry about messing with it later. So what this is going to tell it is that the default settings for this wind settings, wind intensity is going to be 1 by default. I want this to be on by default too. Default false. Is that what we want? It might be what we want. Okay. What were my settings for this? Let's see. 1, 1, and then 0.025 for the weight. So 0.025 for this, and then a 1 for this. And let's hit apply and see what happens. Okay. Kind of janky on that one. So yeah, I still might have to mess with these, but if I put a plant here now, it should automatically have wind to it. Okay. So maybe that setting's a little bit much. The wind speed. I think it affects it based on the size of the mesh or something. So maybe we'll drop that down. If I change this one to 0.5, maybe 0.25. Yeah, I think that's better. So I'll also make the wind speeds default something different. So let's open up this. No, what do we want to open up? We want the master material, that's right. Wind speed 0.25 for the default. 0.25, okay. Apply. So now every time I bring in a plant, it should be a bit more reasonable. Let's bring in something completely different and see if that worked. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. All right, yeah, so we got some grass. We can start painting in some grass. So we'll go over to our foliage mode. I'm going to filter on grass. We got a couple different types. So I'm going to start with these 3 types. We're going to drag these into our foliage. We're going to have them all selected. And we're going to start painting them. See what this looks like. Oh, it's like the level of detail. Why do they get so small? I don't know if we want that. Alright, this is a good time to bring over the mannequin for reference. Bring them over. If I can grab it. This is the one thing I haven't learned yet in Unreal is I have difficulty at times grabbing that stuff. So yeah, this looks fine up close. It's way too windy too. We could change that. So we'll select one of these. They should all have the same material. Boom. And we will change these wind settings here. to 0.5. Wind speed 0.1. It just makes it look kind of wavy, which is weird, but at least it's moving. So yeah, I don't know why the grass is doing that. Not a fan of that. But we don't have to use grass. I can use something else. Maybe we'll use bushes. Just to kind of fill it out. I'll actually do the opposite. I'll start with trees. We'll start with our bigger objects first, and then we'll get into the detail later. So I don't think I have any trees in here. So we might have to find some trees. We do have some Megascan stuff. 3D assets. 3D plants. So we got a couple here, but these are just these things. All right, I'm gonna delete all that grass. I don't like it. See you later. And yeah, we're gonna put some trees in here. Maybe I'll start with the top of the base because worst case scenario, at least if I can finish this base area, I can make this usable. So yeah, we'll focus on outside this window here. So we will get some grass actually. No, we'll stick with what we're doing. All right, we're gonna add content from online, so we gotta download some stuff. Add Quixel content. This is your #1 source for all Unreal amazing assets. We're looking for a tree collection here, but I want to find something that matches with this. You know what? Maybe we don't need this. Maybe there's big enough objects in here for me to use here in the sci-fi landscape. We'll go to... Oh, they even have some mushrooms and stuff. Probably got to build some shaders or something. Little mushrooms. Probably scale these up. Something like this I could probably convert to nanite too. Enable nanite. And this is the magic of Unreal Engine 5. Let's see if this works. So what we can do here is we can visualize the nanite to make sure it's working. I like to do this. Plus it's really sweet. So yeah, all my objects in here are nanite objects. So you can see this chair, you get up close, it's super detailed. And then when you zoom out, it automatically updates. And that's essentially what nanite does. You can see that mushroom is getting less polygons. It does it on the fly and somehow seamless, which is amazing. So there's our nice detailed nanite mesh. Beautiful stuff. My game is chugging. I'm going to check my CPU real quick. Oh yeah, I just got hot there for a second. I gotta figure something out with my computer. It's not optimized. Alright, let's see if there's anything else we want in here. There's some stumps. There's some sweet mountainside things. There is a tree. I don't think that was in the plants, which is interesting. I guess because it's dead. Didn't show up in here. I don't know if I want that though. Okay, let's get some of these bushes. So I'm going to go into foliage mode actually. We're going to paint out some stuff around here to get a better view out that window. Alright, so we want some foliage. These are like tall grass kind of things. I like these. We'll grab all of these and we'll pop them into here. We'll make sure they're all selected. We'll lower our brush size, paint a little bit and see what it looks like. Wow, look at that wind effect. These things are dancing. My wind's not working right either. They shouldn't be moving like that. The bottoms of them should be fixed. So I don't know what I broke. Oh, they actually seem better now. Okay. So yeah, we'll just pepper in a bunch of this. It's like the farther away you get from the building, the less maintained it is. So you get more of these plants. Kind of go around to do this. Don't know how this is going to affect performance, but we will find out. I'm not really sure how to check that stuff yet in Unreal. Like, when you make a change, how does it affect your total performance? Not too sure. Okay, so this is just a basic. I can actually pepper in some around the building maybe. We'll turn off painting on static meshes. Brush size of 5. Let's see what that looks like. No, let's go 20. And I'll just pepper some in here and there. We'll get a couple of random spots. Let's finish going around the house. Get a nice thick corner here. Someone forgot to weed whack this side. And I want to add a couple of random patches too with a bigger brush. We'll decrease this density here down to like 20. And actually I'll increase the brush size to 40, maybe 80. And we'll try to plop in a couple of random spots. Now anywhere that these plants are growing, I feel like there should be grass underneath, so we'll go into paint mode. And we're going to paint in some grass, some cut grass. Things are getting hot and heavy. I don't know why my thing's chugging right now. Let's paint some grass back in. Just in the spots where there's a lot of them. A couple of stragglers are okay. All right, now if we add in a couple more big... Oh, you know what we screwed up on? Damn it. I wonder if I can reselect all those. I didn't change the scale on these. They're all the same exact scale, which looks horrible. All right, let's go back into foliage mode. I wonder if I can update these. Single instance mode, all selected. What does this do? Paint a single foliage instance at the... No, we don't want that. Yeah, I think if I change this stuff here, I don't think it affects anything. It's only when I paint. So unfortunately, we're going to have to clear all these out. Because what I wanted was to change the scale so these aren't all the same size. Like this, you get the different variation in size. I think yeah, that looks better. All right, so we can select, we might be able to select a bunch of these. Oh, yeah, it's just delete them, whatever. Delete. Remove the selected foliage, okay. I'm going to make this go from 0.75 to 1.75. Select them all. We'll use a big brush to start. So I'm pretty much redoing everything here. Paint mode. Where's my brush? All right, let's make this really big to start. I gotta increase the density to something like 200. Just painting them right on. Could you imagine if they like resurrected Bob Ross and he did learn Unreal Engine? It'd be epic. Okay. I'm not liking this grass on the side here, but we can just delete it. It's only going to grow near the top. That's what I'm going with. Alright, so now when we look out our window, we're getting a little bit more now. A little bit more niceness. I kind of want to still decrease that wind settings there. It's a little weird. But we'll add in a couple of random big plants out there. Get it looking pretty. Okay. So what do we got here? We got some more plants to work with. I guess I'm not really feeling these plants all that much. They're supposed to be like alien type plants, I think. I'm going to start placing some out here and see what they look like. Don't like it. How about this? Oh yeah, these things are pretty sweet. Alright, we'll paint a couple of those out here. I might pop those in on their own, though. Looks like we got some variation on those, too, actually. So, yeah, we're going to use those. I like those. So, back in foliage mode, we're going to select all these, pop them in, and deselect everything. Control A, Control A, deselect everything. Don't do that. I only want to shift select all this. Alright, whatever, we'll do it one by one. Alright, same thing here. We want to go like 0.5 to 1. Let's see what that looks like. Density's insane. Wind speed is insane. I feel like that settles down for some reason when I switch to a different mode. Alright, let's get rid of these. And let's decrease our density and brush size. Change this to 50 so we have more control, and then the density will go down to like 10 maybe. Let's see what that looks like. So yeah, this will let us kind of just pepper them in. Look how crazy they're moving. Let's go to select view. Why are they doing that? Yeah, that wind is nuts. Seems to be affecting the plants differently. I can turn it off if I want. For now. Okay, wind intensity, boom, boom, boom. Change this to 0.25. 0.1. What happens if you put this at 0? Okay, 0.001. Doesn't do much. We'll do 0.01. Alright, that's a little bit better. Okay. I can work with that. Oh, let's get some grass around that edge too. We'll do that next. Okay, foliage mode. Get rid of these. So I'm gonna look out the window here, which is nice. I can pop these in right here. Kind of see the view I want to get here. I think that looks nice. Beautiful. Okay. So we're gonna pop in a couple more here and there. A couple of randos. Just to spruce stuff up. We'll make a crazy corner again. This is a very, we'll make like a patch of them over here. It's a very soothing activity, this Unreal Engine. Kind of just zone out, chill. I'm definitely getting a lot of plants up here. I'm thinking I want to make this, I want to make this cliff a lot more sharp. So yeah, maybe we'll do that now. I'm going to sculpt mode. We'll go to flatten. Crank the strength up like crazy. And I wish I could get a top view. I'm not really good at doing that yet, so we get a top view. And okay, here we go. Let's change this to detailed lighting maybe. So yeah, I can see my foliage. Oh, so I can flatten this right up to it. Sort of like that. Flatten all this. That's going to give me a nice sharp rock edge, hopefully. You could go Alt-G. That's a little too crazy, actually. But it might be what we want. I think it might. Ooh, the textures look crazy there. Yeah, that's a problem you get actually when you use that flatten. I forgot about that. All right, let's undo that. Undo the flatten. We're cool on that. We'll fix that later. Because then we'd have to cover all that up with some kind of geometry. Okay. Now. What do we do next? So the view out the window is going to be looking pretty damn good. Those mountains definitely need a lot more going on with them. So wondering if I can find a way to spruce those up. I definitely think they shouldn't be grass at least. So let's just try painting them, see what that does. We'll paint rocky texture on all these. And from far away, this might not look too horrible. Shit. Oh, what just happened? My lighting's going crazy. I don't know what just happened. Control Z, Control Z. Edit, undo history. What's? I don't know what happened. Let's save. Save all. Let's build all levels. All right, with something with the lighting. I can get rid of this over here. So yeah, the top. Let's see what this looks like from far away. Might not look too bad. Yeah, it looks better than the grass at least for now. So we're gonna paint these rocky. I think I might do something on the tops of them where I give them the rock cliff texture. We'll see what that looks like. A lot of this stuff is going to be so far away that it's going to be a blur. Especially if I do something with like the focal length or something, we could do that. It's actually something I don't think I've messed with yet is my exposure settings here. They seem to be okay. I don't like how rounded all this stuff is, so we definitely want to add some kind of meshes on there at some point. Alright, so we're just painting out some mountain textures here. Kind of connect this here maybe a little bit. Alright, I'm going to try to do some gravel around the bottoms of these. And then we'll do our rock cliff texture on top. Wait, is that this? Oh, that's rocky. Yeah, some gravel here. It looks so tiley from this high. I've seen some videos on how to, like, I don't know, remove it so there's no tiling. There's a way to do it. That's probably going to look horrible, by the way. I think there's a blend mode. Smooth. Let's try the smooth. Increase the brush size. And we can, like, blend those together. Oh, then it blends the grass, too. Alright, let's just leave it like that for now and just see what it looks like. I don't want to spend too much time on that stuff. I want to focus on the high details here. Yeah, so the mountains look better. Let's finish this one here. This one looks weird. Why is that not painting? Oh, paint mode. There we go. Okay. I'll finish off this. I'm just going to leave that. I don't think I'm going to see that from there. That looks a little weird. Oh, it's just the shadow. We can always raise this up too. Give this a bit more of a pronounced. That's actually a nice way to add in some detail. Brush fall off. If I kind of just like pepper in some like random sculpt brushes there, it makes it look a little bit less smooth. Increase the brush size. Just kind of pop some stuff in here. It goes a long way. You can even do it from far away, which is kind of cool. Just kind of pepper in some detail. Just so everything's not so smooth. Make it small here. Let's increase the strength. I'm going to want to add a lot of detail to these closer ones here. Okay, anyways, where was I? This is already looking pretty damn good. Okay. So, let's take a look at some of our assets. I want to make sure 3D assets, static meshes. I want to make sure my blend mode is working. So we're going to use some of these cliff face things here to add detail to this. Put one here, and we'll scale it up. And let's just mess with it for a second. I want to see if... Oh, it's probably not inside of the virtual texture volume, is it? Alright, yeah, it's just right here. So it's inside the virtual texture volume now, so this should work. Let's bring it down to the ground. Like this. And I don't see any virtual textures on it. So maybe there's a setting that we don't have. Or does my landscape need virtual textures? It might need virtual textures. Aha. Draw in virtual textures. Add an element. Add an element. I got to get my virtual textures set up. I deleted this landscape, so they're gone. All right, we go to materials maybe. Yeah, we want RVT height and RVT material. And let's file, save all, build all levels. And it's not working yet. Let's see if this has virtual textures built in. Use virtual textures. There it is. Might need to mess with the settings. Doesn't. Okay. It seems to be working. Okay, because sides are turned off. That's why. Remove sides. We can do that. Turn that off. But it does look ugly. But essentially what this does is this will blend your objects better with the environment. Set these back to default. Set that back to default. So yeah, if I move this down, that looks better with the grass growing on it. It's so cool. And it's all automated. That was one of the things I learned in the magnificent tutorial that I did. We want to convert this to a nanite mesh, by the way. So let's go Control B, show it in the browser, right click, enable nanite. Because that's a chunky mesh. Literally. Alright, let's try to incorporate this here more. I'm going to scale it up a lot. I think from far away the detail is not going to matter. So we can actually probably just replace that whole mountain maybe with this texture. Let's see. Rotate it. No, it looks better like this. I'm just curious what that's going to look like. I think it's going to look pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get rid of this. I'm going to flatten this landscape here with a big old brush. I'm just going to go, oh, undo. Just going to go seal it. And we're going to paint it all grass again. Grass it up. And then we can position this better. What's going on down here? Okay, it doesn't have like a bottom to it. When they 3D scan, this is how they got this. Alright, so we'll rotate it so it's in a position where it's showing his best side. I'm going to turn off rotation snapping here. I want to get it so some of the mesh is like on the ground like that. So I can utilize some of that virtual texture blending there. Probably won't see it from up here. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we can play some Fall Guys right now. Got my chat window there. My controller even still on. Get my new costumes on. I just started playing this with the wife the other day. She seems to like it. We played some tonight. I don't have anything unlocked yet though. I got to get some stuff unlocked. Okay. Anyways, I can't even see it out the window barely now. So let's move it. Select it. Let's move it back into view a little bit more. Big old boulder. Boom. Yeah, it's easier to do that than it is to just detail out the whole mountain. It's probably unrealistic that this boulder would be this big. You certainly want to walk up close to this because it gets pretty ugly when you get up close, but alright, so maybe we detail out. I want to look at, there's this really cool mesh online I want to try to see if I can get. Although I like the way that mountain looks. It looks kind of good from in here. Just needs to get some more like shrubbery in here. I don't know how to do that though because it's so far away. I would need so much detail. Alright, let's see what else we got. Let's see what other static meshes we have. Oh, we do have this. Icelandic Volcano. Oh, they have it in here. Okay, this is a good mesh. This is what we wanted. We're going to drop that in. We're going to use this. As my computer chugs. Ooh, 100 degrees Celsius. Look at that. That does not like that. Okay. It's recovering. Just spikes for a second. Alright, so yeah, this is a sweet mesh. Pretty high detailed for like a background element. So yeah, we could scale this up. Throw it in the back. Just to pop in some detail. Like that. Nice fat mesh. And we can pop another one in over here. Rotate it so it doesn't look like it's repeating. And then automatically we're getting some more detail in the background. Now this mountain compared to that one over there looks really like crap. So we might have to replace the mountain with something else. What's this thing here? This might look good for the mountain. Just load it in. Get those meshes ready. Oh, where'd my mountain go? Little baby mountain. I'm not sure what this is going to look like scaled up. It looks like it was kind of small to begin with. Let's scale it up. I don't know what this is supposed to be. What is this supposed to be? Mossy mound. Okay, yeah, it's not a mountain. That's pretty cool though, actually. A little mossy mound. Alright, so let's delete it for now. What else do we have? I like these dead trees. They're pretty cool. Twigs. There's another volcano thing here. Is that the same one? Oh, I think it's the same one. Let's delete that. We'll bring in another one. These are just a rock assembly, okay. So this is probably supposed to be used quite small. But that might be what I want for filling up this area over here. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to set a camera position. So this is a sweet feature in Unreal. So if I come over here, get my position I like, something like this, I can hit, ooh, no, Control 1, and now anytime I want to come back to that position, I can just hit 1. I can do something like this. I can do Control 2. Oh, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? I thought it was Control 1. Control and 1. 1. Okay, there we go. And I can do Control and 2. So I can go 1, 2. Yeah, so over here we're gonna duplicate this a couple times to get some detail in here. Little rotation, little scally boy. And from this distance, that's looking pretty good back there. Yeah, I think so. You might want to add some trees or something. I don't think I have any trees in this pack, though. Alright, how are we looking? I didn't really make any goals for tonight, so just kind of free flowing. Everything looks pretty good, though. Yeah, this mountain here is definitely a little sketchy. I wonder if stuff like this, if I should paint some different textures around it. Definitely should have some plants around it at least. Go into foliage mode. Could probably grab these things, sprinkle them in there. Crank this up to 100 density. 1 second. Increase the brush size. Something like this. Let's pop that density down to 50. Increase the brush size to 250. Pop those in. I'm not even gonna bother painting the backside of it. We ain't going over there. Then if we go back to our 1 position. Oh, you can't even see those. Well, from there you can't. But if we're up here, you can. So then we can grab like our grass. I wonder if you can even see the grass from here. Deselect all, come on. What is going on? Yeah, select these. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna see the grass. So I scaled it up. I could do 2 to 4 for the scale. Decrease that density to something like 50. That's even crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I need that much detail there, you know. I just might have the camera go over this mountain. I think that's all. Come up here, maybe look around a little bit. Maybe we'll get like 1 view, 1 vista. Most of it's going to be the entrance. So let's pretend like we're a character. Come up here, come up here. Open our door. I want to find a way to get an automatic opening door too. I think that'd be cool. When the camera gets close, it'll just open. And then boom, then we play our games. It's a nice view. Although the mountain is kind of in the way. I could probably rotate this whole building too though. If I want to rotate it. I can actually easily do that. I can come up here and select everything. Right? Oh, I gotta go into select mode. See how easy it is to rotate stuff. Let's test this out. Select descendants. What happens if we rotate those? Do they all stay together? Okay, they do. So then I can choose what view I get here by rotating my whole environment. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool view. All right, let's look at some of our other assets. What else do we got? Pop in some detail here. Oh, what did I just do? Pop up a dead tree. Boom, boom. Just chilling. Nice shadow though on that, I like that. About another one. Pop it out. I don't want to mess my view up though. So we're gonna have it just let's reset this view too. We'll come here. Have this be our new view, Control 1. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. Do they give us any detail in here to work with? What are these? Curious what these look like here. Well, I kind of want to try painting the metal rust too. We could go back to our... We could start trying to build out some more of this house. I think there were some outside assets. Spaceship interior. Meshes. I think there was outside ones. Oh, yeah, I have all these stairs and stuff. These will be fun to use. I'll probably use them here. Put them here like this. So these are the walls here. Sci-Fi main wall, corner. I think these are supposed to be like the outside pieces. Not sure. That pipe can stay there, that's fine. This though, I gotta make sure I'm not building stuff. I gotta move this to my other folder. Move to walls, floors, pipes, blah blah blah. So I gotta find a way to get this door on here. I'm gonna try something actually. Let's try this. I seen this in a tutorial earlier. So if we select both of these objects, let me duplicate this one. Control D. I'm gonna rename this one bool underscore bool. I'm gonna try to cut a hole out of the wall here with this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scale it. Local access. Let's do that. Control plus. Cycle the transform gizmo coordinate system between world and local object space by hitting Control plus the what key? This. It's not working right now, which is weird. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So Control. Maybe Control tilde. Okay, Control tilde. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, so now I can scale it like this. so that when I go to perform a Boolean here, I want to select the bool. I want to select this. And there's a way to do mesh edit mode. I'm not sure. Might need an add-on for that. Plugins. It's a mesh add-on, mesh. Custom mesh component. Mesh painting. UV editor. Static mesh editor modeling mode. I'm not sure which one it was. Enable the modeling tool tabs in the static mesh editors. That might be it. Epic recommends caution, shipping products, blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm not going to mess with it. I can get around this another way. I'm not worried about that right now. But there is a way to do it. I want to convert this to a 9-9 mesh, though. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing here. Building out the scene, adding some stuff to it, trying to make it detailed, but also be functional, because the most that's going to get seen is this. I might not even have the camera ever face that way. Might start like right here. You see a little spaceship flying or something, land on a spaceport. Then we come up here. Nice view opens up. We pan back over to the house. A robot or something greets us, whatever. Come in. And we are live on the Virtual Steve Show. What's going on, folks? I'll show off this hologram thing real quick. I can customize the color of it. All that stuff. Can I undo that? Control Z. Can change the scan line size so they're very big. Then it makes it hard to see me. So we'll leave that. What was the default? 4? I think it needs to be higher. I might just end up getting rid of the scan lines. Kind of just make it harder to read. Scan line speed, they move. You only really see it though if they're small. So we can increase the speed of those. Set it back to the defaults here. Yeah, this chat window's not going to work. I got to find a new method for that. That sucks. But I'm sick of using that restream program, so we're not going to use that anymore. We're streaming to YouTube only now. It's going to be the new way. Alright, this is looking pretty good. What do I want to do? What do I want to add? I kind of want to add some detail to this ground, but I don't know if we have anything for that. I do need a roof. Be nice. Got some sci-fi lamps. Make this bigger. It might be better to see on stream. Sci-fi bag. We could put some stuff outside here too. It's kind of cool. Some junk laying around out here. Convert to nanite. Anything that we add. What I like about this is you can just drop it down too. Put a little bag there. Some random cables just chilling maybe. Pop some detail in wherever we can. Throw a crate or two out here, sure. As long as it's not messing with my window view, which we can quickly check. It's not. I do like the detail from the rope down there, though. That's pretty good. We can add another one out there in a second here. Drop it straight down. Boom. So some random stuff to look at. Oh, we got some fences. That might be kind of cool. We got to convert to nanite. I think this one's already nanite. We'll convert this to nanite. Yeah, maybe some fences would be cool. Control B. Nanite enabled. I don't think I want this fence in the view of my window, but maybe I do. Oh, don't do that. Maybe just a little bit. A little on the edge. Gonna get some nice reflections off it. I could do a lower fence there. All this stuff was included. Pretty cool. Lots of walls, lots of steps. Oh, they do have the railings here. Okay, these railings are cool. Let's put one of these out here. Oops. For safety, you know, you gotta have one of these railings. Might scale it up a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Oh, that's weird. The fence is only visible from one side. Gotta be safe. We want these fences here. Yeah, these don't get in the way of the view too much. Should be fine. Now I can go out here and place them more accurately here. Looks good. Trees in the way. Yeah, see, that's already looking pretty sweet. Just adding these details in. That's the thing too, I can just get a nice render of like this view here. I gotta find a way to deselect stuff though. I guess if we go to game view? There we go. I'm gonna want to add some like little rocks and stuff in here. Okay, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. This is too big, whatever this is. Scale her down. You can have some random pipes coming in at spots, maybe. Probably should have snapping on. Well, actually, it doesn't matter because my scene is no longer on the grid, really. Yep, throw some pipes in. Oh, we got corner railings. That's sweet. See if we can put one of those in here. Oh, I don't like how this fence is like that. That's stupid. Yeah, we can use the corner fences for like down here maybe. I kind of want to finish this area off today. Let's see if I can find a good ceiling tile thing. I don't know if any of these are labeled ceiling. Let's try CEIL. No, unless I'm spelling ceiling wrong, which is possible. Okay. These are all labeled floors. I could probably use them for a ceiling. Hanger floor. It might look cool to have like a... Oh, look at that. Yeah, I was going to say it might look cool to have something like this outside too. Scale this down. Oh, it has like a curve to it. I was thinking about putting this out front here. Blend the environment a little bit with it. The only thing, that pipe's going to kind of be in the way. Can I mirror this? There's probably a way to do it. I don't know how to do it. Oh, I think if you scale it the other direction, let's try this. Like this. Did that mirror it? Where the hell is it? I think it did. Alright, it did. I screwed up all the rotations on it. It's gonna be a nightmare to try to fix. Not too bad. Alright, I don't know if this is going anywhere, this idea here, but... Yeah, it's gonna look weird from the side because I think it's supposed to be against a wall or something. Yeah, nice try. Oh, we got a hanging rope. That's pretty cool. Connect some stuff together with this. Thing's huge. Oh, our fence looks stupid there. Let's get rid of it. I think we need to convert these to nanite too. Nope, this, and this. Control B. Enable nanites. Enable nanites. Where's my railing? Might have already enabled it, but let's double check. I wish I had some 3D rocks, 3D assets, static mesh. I'm looking for some little detail rocks like these to place in here. Now what's nice about this, let me scale this down, is because I have my virtual textures on, I can easily just blend this with the ground. Let's make sure we convert this to nanite. Yep. Yeah, you can see the textures just go right over it seamlessly. Scale it down a little bit. Pop it in over here. And we can sprinkle a couple more of those around. The more the merrier. This one I'll scale up a little bit. I like it. All right, see if we have anything else like that. Got these guys here. What do these look like? Pretty cool. Convert it to nanite. Yeah, I'm only an hour and 40 minutes in. I've already gotten like a high level of detail out of this scene. It's pretty amazing. I want to put this one on the edge here and scale it up. And I'll just delete the plants that are on it. So we go to foliage mode and you go to select mode and you just start picking them off one by one. I think it's the best way to do it. Or I could select all of these. Yeah, I could do that. Select all these, Control A. And we'll go to paint mode, lower my brush size, and we will just, let's undo that. Go down to 50. Just get rid of them this way. Then we go into select mode. If I see any that are popping through a texture, I'll just delete it out or move it. These look pretty good though. Okay. Get more detail. I still need some like pebbles or something. Kind of like this trunk here. Convert it to nanite. And let's move it around. Rotate a little bit. Boom, boom. I want to do the grass around my building again. I like that idea when I did it before. Maybe even paint a different texture around the building. All right, let's go back to foliage mode. Let me select my grasses. Boom, 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 boom. Are these grass? What is this? Paint. We want to go. Oh, why is this? Why are you floating? Oh, excuse me. Okay, back to foliage mode. Wrong mode. Let's change this down to 20. And let's do a test paint here, see what it looks like. Nothing's happening. We need to select these. And I don't think that's a plant we want. Oh, we changed the scale on these last time. We want to fix the scale back to 0.75 to 1.5. I can put some grass around the pipe. Like this. Put some random grass in some spots. Seems like corners are a good spot to put it. Around the box. Just that little touch just adds so much more. Take out some of those like this. So much more realism to it. I think those plants around that rock look stupid over there. I'm gonna go get rid of those. Control A, select all, increase that brush size and go see ya. Alright, let's mess around with our sun. Yeah, we can get some pretty cool lighting effects here. Looks the worst at daytime, this scene, obviously, because of the lack of detail. But if I have my camera settings right, this should look pretty sweet. I bet if we'd make it like complete night, this room should light up with the lights from my screens, which is pretty cool too. All right, what time is it? I probably should wrap this up soon. It's 11:30. Okay, it's pretty late. Oh, undo. Let's fix our sunlight back. Okay, I liked it over behind those mountains. I don't like when that thing goes away. I like being able to see it. Yeah, I think we did pretty good though. Let's take a view in the nanite view. I'm curious how chunky this scene is. I'm gonna add in a couple more rocks I think before we end it, but ooh, look at that chunky boy over there. Yeah, the nanite thing just is the coolest part of it. I think it's so cool. We can zoom way out. Just automatically updates. So cool. Yeah, I gotta find some like pebbles and stones and stuff to sprinkle down here. I don't know if we have much left to work with here. Oh, little sticks in that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking it a lot. Wouldn't know what else to do to make it better, to be honest. It's obviously not finished, but it's looking pretty good. Guess we can experiment real quick. I'm curious what this is going to look like as we come up. I think we need to make this a bit more sharp. That's kind of my idea before. Might be able to use these. Oh, what the hell? Put it there. So yeah, if I bring it in, drop it down. Sort of build at our size with this, I think. And I can use my sculpt tool to help bring all this back in. Like say I want to get rid of this part here so I can actually see that rock. I can easily just... Oh, wrong button. Can easily just get this out. Yeah, these rocks look nice. I don't know if it really goes with the scene though. Let's leave it for now. I'm about to find some new assets online. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it here, folks. So hope you guys enjoyed the Unreal Engine 5 kind of live stream building stuff. I'll probably end up finishing a lot of this stuff offline. But in the future, I'll definitely be doing more Unreal stuff online, some projects. I might even get into some VFX with Unreal Engine. I've been dabbling with some tutorials and that on how to do it. Because currently I just use Blender for all my VFX, but who knows? Maybe we'll just start doing it in Unreal. I like staying with one program if I can. We're still going to be doing some modeling. I actually wanted to get to that tonight. I want to model some kind of little long cylindrical type object that this hologram shoots out of here. Maybe with like a particle emitter on it or something to give it the effect that it's like an object creating the hologram. And I still got to get some TVs for these screens here. My chat screen, this screen here, and yeah, the game screen. So I'll still be modeling in Blender, but that's primarily what I'll use it for. I actually made this scanline texture in Blender. Could have did it pretty much in anything, but so yeah, it still has its uses. But for now, we're probably sticking with Unreal from here on out because there's a lot of stuff I can do with this for live streaming. I got my cockpit here. I think like one of the views I'm gonna have when I go live is gonna be something like this. How do we? Yeah, this will be like the way the stream starts. I probably got to rotate this. Oh, don't do that. I probably got to rotate this a little bit. Something like this. Okay, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Virtual Steve Show. On today's episode, we are playing Fall Guys. And then I'll do a quick little intro. And then it'll just go into the game being full screen, which would look something like this. And then we actually play the game. Then we can go back into Unreal. And then we can pop around. Of course, Unreal has to be focused. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So yeah, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to do. But if you guys haven't checked out Unreal yet, check it out. If you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that great stuff. And hopefully next time you guys see this world, it won't look so bland. But at least we got this one good view, I think. I think this looks pretty good. If I could have found a way to get that grass floor better, I think we would have been golden. I could probably added some trees or something to make it look better, but... Alright guys, that's it for me. Peace out, y'all.